Well, shaping the future with technology, there will be very big changes. With technology, we can measure anything.
Right.
So anything is measurable. As we measure anything, AI can look at a lot of data points. So many data points that as a human it's difficult to analyze those data points, and even if we can, it takes a long time.
Right.
But AI can do it in seconds. But in future, why would anybody hire an employee on their own when they can have a virtual employee, like a remote staff or a virtual employee? With a virtual employee, the company managing the employees will have a lot of technology, will have a lot of data points. They will be able to manage the employee in a much better way than anybody hiring the employee directly on their own payroll and in their own company. So like that, employees in the future will be, you will be able to have any employee anytime just virtually. So just like electricity, switch it on, and the company managing the employees will provide you the employee a best match, a good match, better than what you can get. And at the moment, the companies have a lot of cost, like hiring and then managing and then their HR, their payroll, so many things. But in the future, a remote staffing company can manage the employees in a much better way.
So what role do you think we will play with AI at the forefront as it becomes a bigger player in the remote arena?
Well, the way we see ourselves, we are very much into AI. AI might only be 10% of what we're doing, but to do that 10%, we need a lot of data in a way so that AI can work with it. So when I say data, it's really automation, a lot of automation. We have to develop systems, and we are developing, and where we can manage workforce in a much better way than anybody else can, let's say any other company can. We see ourselves as just like a utility company supplying electricity. We see ourselves as supplying employees to the rest of the world, and that's globally anywhere. It's so seamless, so easy, so much better. And then if anybody needs an employee, we will get the very best match. I mean, imagine a company with 100 employees, even 1,000 employees, and let's say we have 20,000 on our 50,000 on our books, on our database. And what are the chances that we'll give you a very, very good match and get the employee started and measure the performance of the employee? And it's very difficult. Who can measure their performance?
Right.
That is quite an impossible task. We will provide you, click a button, we'll give you the best match, and at a very good rate, and working virtually. And when you don't need the employee, we'll take it back.
Absolutely.
And I think I see ourselves as, what can we say? Elon Musk, Elon Musk is such a big man. And one day Elon Musk will need an employee, will say, we will get you a better match than what you will get yourself. Like he will have to interview, but we will get the best match for him, and he will be happier with what we provide him rather than him selecting an employee himself.
Absolutely. So that will make his life easier as
well.
Yeah,
it will make a lot of people's life, just like Amazon did. Amazon made a lot of people's life easier, and utility companies, they made a lot of people's life easier. So the future is not really the way that traditional employees were hired. The future is virtual employee.
So on this note, you have mentioned a very important thing, that the traditional model is gone. So now there is a burning question that people think that AI will take away jobs, or will it bring up new opportunities for more jobs in the future?
My opinion is that these jobs we're doing now, AI is going to take a lot of those. So many jobs, AI can do it. AI is a brain, and it can do whatever like a graduate can do. And OpenAI is talking about providing employees, a virtual employee or virtual worker at a PhD level. So which we are doing now, most of those jobs will go. Now the question is, will there be new jobs? Really, we don't know, but my personal opinion is but there will be new jobs. How many of these new jobs? That's hard to say.
Right.
And yeah, but another thing is the employees. Remember in the past, let's say 20, 30, 40 years ago, if you do a master's degree or you bachelor's degree, after that you go to a workplace and you can kind of start doing your work immediately. And then last few years, you have to learn a lot. You have to, even after doing master's, then you have to study, or you have to learn a lot of tools, you have to learn a lot of online, only then you can do your
Absolutely.
job. So now the future is you will have to learn continuously, you will have to learn every day. So in order to solve problems with this new technology, new things which are coming out, you will really need to learn on the job every day. And people who are willing to learn, of course, they will be much better off. And if
I think that sends a very good message that people should not be worried about losing jobs. They just have to evolve.
they have to evolve,
learn.
right, they have to evolve. Yeah.
On that note, so what do you see, where do you see virtual employee in the next 5 years?
Like I said, we're building a lot of automation, a lot of systems, a lot of processes, and we're very much into AI. The future is AI. So things will change a lot in the next year, 2 years, 3 years. I see ourselves as a very big company in the future, very, very big company. The reason is our mindset is like that. We are collecting a lot of data points. We are setting up data pipelines and getting those ready for the AI. And once the AI has that data, it can understand, it can make decisions, it can do things on its own. So scaling becomes a lot easier. Now it's not that easy to scale at the moment. In the future, managing employees with AI, scaling is not a problem.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
So let's say if you have a AI, think of it like AI agent or AI manager, and is looking after 10 employees, you want to multiply by 100, the AI manager press a button, there's hundreds of them.
Absolutely.
Right? So the scaling becomes very, very easy once you develop those systems. And that's what we're doing, we're developing those systems. And how I see ourselves scaling is, I plan that we will reduce our rates. So it will be very much convenient, speed, and at an extremely good rate for the client. We want to work with volume, and we can work with volumes with AI. Without AI, it's not easy to expand, it's not easy to grow. It's very difficult in our model to grow without artificial intelligence, without technology, without automation. And it's not just AI, a lot of automation and a lot of other latest technology. With that technology, we're bringing in a lot of data points. With those data points and with AI, we can scale and the cost will be very low. Yeah.
So my final question would be, what's that one message that you have for our clients and all of virtual employees in general?
Well, first for clients it is hire a virtual employee rather than hiring somebody themselves. Their speed, accountability, the performance measuring, and the rates, everything will be better, lower, just like what Amazon did. Amazon provides at a such competitive rate, they're providing
Absolutely.
the products at a very competitive rate, at a very fast rate, and it's so much convenient. And same thing will happen with the employees. And 5 years ago, 4 years ago even, that technology wasn't really there to manage employees like that.
Right.
But now it is. Now the technology is there, the vision, we have the talent, we have the technology, and now clients should really hire virtual employees. And now going to the employees, a lot of employees everywhere, and maybe in India, they would like to have a managerial jobs. A lot of employees want growth in a managerial job. They want to be managers. But AI will manage. AI will manage in a much better way. So you have to be specialist in your own field, some sort of expert in something. If you are an expert in something, then you are very valuable, very, very valuable. If you're not an expert, but you want to manage resources, want to manage employees, I think that's a kind of a difficult area because AI will manage employees. AI on its own isn't really going to do the work. Most of the time there will be an employee with it, a physical employee, or some employee, or in our case a virtual employee. Now to run that machine or to run those agents, do you want a mediocre kind of employee doing it, or would you want the best of the best doing it?
Absolutely the best.
You really would want the best. And the best working with AI agents, that best, will they not, let's just say, imagine these AI agents at a very low cost, they are doing 100 employees work or 1,000 employees work. And there are other employees who are managing working with these agents. Now, the company is getting so much work at such a low rate. Will they pay these experts higher rate? If the expert says, I want to double my salary, that's nothing to a company. They're already, they're getting output for 100 employees, 1,000 employees. Yeah. Increasing your salary, getting twice as much, double salary, triple salary, quadruple salary. The company may be very happy to do that, but they would want the best.